Greetings, hockey fans. Today we've got some shootout hockey on the tabletop. And this is a game from my current project, the Unpredictable series, using the 1970s decade teams. And you can follow that project over on the Delphi forums. Today's game, we've got the Toronto Maple Leafs and Atlanta. That is not the Thrashers, that is the Atlanta Flames, who came into the league the same time as the Islanders in 1972, and they ended up moving to Calgary. And the way the decade teams work is it's the most representative players on the roster over the entire decade. And the teams are also figured as far as the ratings and everything according to their average one-loss tie record over the decade. And what I'm doing is each series I'm pairing off two teams that had almost identical point totals. So right here we have Toronto and Atlanta, both won 34, lost 33, one tied 12, one tied 13. So they're almost identical as far as that, but Toronto is leading the series 3-1. They've been hammering the Flames offensively, and this is Game 5. And we've already selected the goalies and the scoring ranges. We've got Mike Palmateer in nets for the Maple Leafs and Dan Bouchard in goal for the Flames. Toronto on the road will have a scoring range of 1 to 19. Atlanta will have a range of 79 to 100. I will be drawing from two action decks. I've got the custom-made one from Drive Through Cards, and I've got the PDF one printed off from the game company. And I will just be randomly drawing between the two. Let's see what else. That's it. I think we're ready to go underway. First draw, 1 minute off the clock. 77 is in nobody's range. 3 minutes off the clock. 40 is out of range. Another minute off the clock. We're up to minute 4. And there's a penalty chance. Penalty B for home and away. We got a 5 versus 5 fighting. That's going to be Bobby Baun, who had 2 goals in Game 3. A low-scoring defenseman, but he had two goals in Game 3. So it's going to be Bobby Baun versus Tom Lysiak. So we've only had 2 fights in the series so far, but we've got one early on here in Game 5. So those 2 combatants will go to the box, and we will draw a card for the time. We're up to minute 6, and 22 is in nobody's range, so nothing's really happening so far. Another minute off the clock. 73 is out of range, 0 off the clock, and there's another penalty B check. So we're going to check Y2 for the 5 minutes for spearing, and yeah, Tiger Williams has the Y2 range, but we got to check home, and home is going to be a 2 versus 1 fighter, which will take precedence over the spearing penalty. So player 2 is Pat Quinn. And player 1 is Tiger Williams. And Williams fought in Game 4 too. He fought Willie Plett. So this game is getting off to a real rough start. Tiger Williams off for 5. Pat Quinn off for 5. We got 2 fights already and no scoring chances 7 minutes into the game. So let's see if things cool off now. 3 minutes off the clock. We're up to minute 10. And there's a 20 that's out of range. Another 3 off the clock. 94, finally Atlanta gets a scoring chance. It's going to be player H. Who's that? Willie Plett. And he's shooting from the blue line, and there's a goal. Long shot, gets past Palmateer. Flames looking to get back in this series, and they're already up on a long shot from Willie Plett. The number 1 defensive pair is out there. So the center gets an assist. That's Bennett. And let's see, we'll pick one more. And that's it, just 1 assist. Kurt Bennett. And that comes at the 13-minute mark. So the Flames out to a 1-0 lead. 4 minutes off the clock. We're up to minute 17. The 34 is out of range. 1 minute off the clock. And there's a penalty chance against Toronto, penalty A. And we check Y or Z. And nobody has those ratings, so nothing happens there. And 2 minutes off the clock is going to run out the period. So that's the end of the first period. Atlanta won, Toronto nothing on a goal from Willie Plett. We had 2 fights, and there was only 1 scoring chance. So let's change up the periods. Second period action. And we've only picked a few cards, so I'm not going to bother shuffling. We'll just keep going with, since we're using 2 decks. Okay, underway, second period, 1 minute off the clock. And there's a penalty check against Atlanta, penalty A. And that is going to refer us to a penalty B. And it's going to be another fight, number 1 versus 1. And Atlanta does not have a 1-rated fighter, so just a little pushing and shoving. The gloves do not come off this time. Referee's getting things cooled down. And there's 0 off the clock, so we're still in the opening minute. And there's an 89. That's a scoring chance for Atlanta. And it's going to be player A. That's Bob McMillan. Shooting from the face-off circle, and Palmatier makes the save. So that's the second scoring chance of the game. And we'll pick 2 minutes off the clock. 82, there's another scoring chance for Atlanta. They have 3 already. Toronto has not had a scoring chance yet. That's player J. That's McCreary. He's shooting from the blue line, and there's a save by Palmatier. 3 minutes off the clock. We're up to minute 5. I'm not keeping shots on goal this game, by the way. Since it's a short series, I'm not keeping all the major stats. So 3 minutes off the clock. 98 is another scoring chance for Atlanta. Player G, that's Kurt Bennett. He assisted on Plett's goal earlier. He's shooting from the blue line. And that one gets past Palmatier. That's the second long-range goal that he has led up. A little bit shaky there on the long shots. We'll see, let's see, defensive pair 1 is out there with him. And the center, he's already the center. Left wing, Larry Romanchuk gets an assist. And defenseman Randy Maneri gets an assist. So it's Bennett from Romanchuk and Maneri at the 5-minute mark. And Atlanta is up 2-0. So we've got up to minute 8. And 99, another scoring chance for Atlanta. Player D. That is Guy Chouinard. And he's shooting from the face-off circle. Palmatier's got that one. And 2 more minutes up the clock. We're up to minute 10. And 34 is out of range. 1 minute off the clock. A 20 is out of either team's range. 2 minutes off the clock. We're up to minute 12. And there's an 82. That's another scoring. Atlanta has 6 scoring chances already. And Toronto has not had one yet. So they are really making a comeback in this series. Down 3-1. Okay, we've got player Y. That is Jacques Richard. And he's shooting from the slot. He's going to have a good chance here. And Palmatier comes up with the save. Let's see if this can give Toronto some momentum to turn the game around. Big save there for Palmatier. We're going to draw for the time. 3 minutes brings us up to minute 15. Oops. 97, another scoring chance for Atlanta. That's their 7th scoring chance. Player B, Tom Lysiak. From the slot again. That one's going to be a red lighter. Tom Lysiak from the first line. And the Flames are up 3-0. And defensive pair 2 is out there with them. Right wing, Bob McMillan with an assist. And left defenseman, Bobby Shan with an assist. So it's Lysiak from McMillan and Shand at the 15-minute mark. And Atlanta is up 3-0. Neither team has had a power play yet. And the second period is almost up, and Toronto has not had a scoring chance yet. 1 minute off the clock. We're in minute 16, 18, and there is Toronto's first scoring chance. Let's see if they can get back in this game. Player E, that's Norm Ullman, the veteran. Shooting from the blue line, and that's going to get past Bouchard. So that's Toronto's first goal, Norm Ullman, and that 3 of the 4 goals have all been long-range shots from the blue line this game. And defensive pair 1 is out there with line 2. So assist goes to Paul Henderson. And the whole line, Ron Ellis. So Ullman from Henderson and Ellis. And that is in minute 16, and Toronto is attempting a comeback. Okay, you're pulling for the time here. 3 minutes will take us to minute 19, well, the final minute, minute 20. 2, that's another scoring chance for Toronto. Player K is, let's see, that's Boya Saming, the defenseman, shooting from the face-off circle. And Bouchard makes the save to close out the period. And that makes it Atlanta 3, Toronto 1 at the end of 2. So here we go. Not even going to bother shuffling because we only used about half of it. We'll just keep going from here. Pulling for the time, 1 minute. 36 is out of range, another minute. 6 is another scoring chance for Toronto. So after Atlanta having the first 7 scoring chances, Toronto has come back with 3 straight. Let's see if they can make a third period comeback. That's player N. And that is Guy Ferguson. No, it's George Ferguson. I don't remember who he is. All right, center on the 4th line. And that is, he's shooting from the slot. And it's going to be no goal. Save for Dan Bouchard, a big slot save there. So Atlanta goaltending coming up big here in the third period. Minute off the clock. We're in minute 2. 96. There's a chance for the Flames. Let's see if they can open their lead. That is Bob McMillan again. Shooting from the slot. And there's a goal for McMillan from that first line. That's a second goal for them. And defense pair 1 is out there, so the assist goes to Tom Lysiak and Eric Vale. At the 2-minute mark, and that makes it 4 to... I have to change out the scoreboard. 4-1, Atlanta over Toronto in the third period. Minute off the clock, we're in minute 3. Penalty A versus away. So let's see if we'll have our first power play of the game. Penalty A. It's going to be V or Z3. And Toronto has a few players rated V. So that's going to be 2 minutes in minute 3. And the penalty is on Toronto. And it's going to be first power play of the game. It's going to Atlanta. So here we got the first minute. And that's a 29, so it's out of range. Nothing happens. Second minute, it's going to be another penalty call on Toronto. Possible penalty X or Y2. Right away, I see a player X. So Toronto, no soon as they kill off one penalty, they have committed another one, giving Atlanta another power play chance. So here we go. The first minute, 40, nothing happens. Second minute, another penalty call on Toronto. Wow. So they are really killing their chances of, change this, they're really killing their chances of coming back here. Let's check the penalty. W, well, right there's a W. So it's going to be 6 straight minutes of power play here for Atlanta. And they haven't scored so far on this sequence of power play. So here we go. First minute, we're up to minute 8. A 25 is out of range. And an 80 is going to be in range for the power play. It's going to be a scoring chance for Atlanta on the power play. It's going to be player A, another chance for Bob McMillan. He scored earlier in the period. From the slot, I'd say he's got a 95% chance right here, and he gets the power play goal. Second of the game for Bob McMillan on the power play. And let's see, assists, the defense are the bench guys, and the first one... And Tom Lysiak will pick one more, and Eric Vale again. So from the same 2 forwards that helped them on the first goal. And we have got 5-1 Atlanta, and they are definitely coming back in this series. On the brink, down 3-1, staying alive here. So that ends the penalty. And, excuse me, we've got 3 minutes off the clock, up to minute 11. 39 is out of range. 3 minutes off the clock. So Atlanta just killing off the time here. 16 is a scoring chance for Toronto. Player I. That is Tiger Williams from the blue line, and Bouchard's got this one. Gloves it for the save. Another 2 minutes on the clock. We're up to minute 16. 30 is out of range. Atlanta just killing off the time here in the third period. Another 3 minutes brings us up to the final minute, and there's a 91 final chance for Atlanta. Player P is going to be defenseman Randy Mulhern, and it's a rare result. So we're going to look here, and a player rated, well, there's nobody with the dash rating. Well, it's going to be no goal anyway, so kind of an inconsequential rare play there. So that's going to run out the clock there. And so we got the final. Atlanta 5, Toronto 1 in Game 5. So Toronto still leads the series 3-2, but the Flames have come back in a big way. Bob McMillan scoring 2 goals. And the third line of Plett, Bennett, and Romanchuk have 2 goals as well. Actually, 3 goals from the first line. Take that back. Tom Lysiak had 1. So McMillan had 2 goals and assists to lead the scorers. Scoring chances, Atlanta 9, Toronto 4. So that was a big difference in the game. So that's it, folks. Another game of Shootout. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you on the next one.